Namaste. So today we're going to share a standing flow. So if you've checked out my other videos, we've had back to the mat, starting in supine position, other times starting in from a seated position. So today we're going to start standing. So just feel into your posture, close the eyes and connect with your breath. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Feel the breath flowing in and out of the body. And let's take 3 deep conscious breaths. So feel the breath leaving the body and inhaling through the nostrils. The belly gently rising. And as you exhale, towards the end of your exhalation, draw the belly back. Do this 2 more times. Taking hands to your heart, setting an intention for your practice. And then opening the eyes, hands to hips. Let's take a wide stance. The toes turn in, heels turn out. Just feel into your legs, that stretch you might be feeling up the back of the legs, that awakening through the hamstrings, and take your hands to your heart into Namaste. Inhale, interlace the fingers. It's as if you're drawing the fingers apart, and as you exhale, press forward, chin towards the throat, and then inhaling up. So really activate the legs, press down through feet. Take a breath here. And exhale, releasing down. Reach back behind you, interlace hands and draw back through the arms. Really reach back, broaden across chest and heart. Exhale, releasing and taking that hands energy back to your heart space. Inhale, interlace, elbows draw up. Exhale, press forward, draw back on fingers. Inhaling all the way up. Feel the awakening, the opening through both sides of your waist, and then exhale, releasing the hands down. Interlace the hands behind you, draw back. As you exhale, come forward to about halfway and just allow yourself to reach back through the arms. So if this is too strong through the back of the legs, or you're hypermobile here where you lock your knees and draw back behind the knee joint, I'd recommend just keeping the knees softly bent. But you can feel you're building strength here. Lift a little through the belly and then inhaling all the way back up. And as you exhale, taking the hands back around towards your heart. Inhale, interlace. Exhale, press forward. Inhaling up. And exhale, release, taking the arms down. Interlace fingers, drawing back through the arms. Exhale, coming forward. So I've given you an option here. You could stay here or releasing all the way down, up and over, taking the arms over. Don't force, just allow gravity to help you in this posture here as you connect with breath. For the back of the legs opening, earth down through the soles of your feet. And then as you inhale, drawing yourself back up. So if ever you feel dizzy coming out of a forward fold, exhale out of your mouth. Taking the hands all the way back towards your heart, hands back towards your hips. And let's turn towards our right knee here. So coming up on your back toes, be mindful here with balance and take your hands down to the floor. Stamp on your finger pads. If you need blocks, you could place them under your hands right now to give you a little more height. So reaching back through the back heel. Connecting with breath, and then inhale, walking yourself back around carefully to the opposite side, settling into your lunge and pressing back through the opposite heel. Connect with breath. Coming all the way back towards the front, coming over to the opposite side, settling into your high lunge pose. So get steady and then take right hand, left hand up onto your thigh. Notice how you feel here. Maybe you feel quite steady or maybe you feel a little unsteady. So I would recommend staying here. Going a little further if you are steady, taking the arms all the way up. And releasing the arms all the way back down as you exhale. for the strength building through the legs now as you inhale up. As you exhale, come forward at a diagonal. So lift a little back through the belly, reach out dynamically through the arms, hold the right angle through the right knee, thigh and shin here as you breathe. Really anchor down through your feet and inhale all the way back up. As you exhale, bring the hands to the heart and let's carefully transition over to the opposite side. So right foot turns in, left foot turns out. Settle into your lunge as you raise the back heel. So you could stay here if you're feeling a little unsteady. If you're feeling quite grounded, take the hands down and inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, releasing down. Inhaling up. Exhale, coming forward. Inhaling back up. Settle into your lunge. Reach up and out through both sides of waist. And as you exhale, bring hands down to your heart. Plant the back foot. And let's go over to the opposite side, preparing for Warrior Two. So pick up your right foot and bend that right knee. Take your hands to your hips. Let's refine Warrior Two now. So inhale, straightening up through the knee. And exhale, tracking that knee towards the middle two toes. Inhaling up. So you may need to bring your back hip a little forward here to enable that to happen. And then take the arms up. Gaze down the middle finger of the right hand. Connect with your breath. And then turn the palms to face upwards. We're going to work the arms a little differently now as we come up, palm to palm. And as we exhale, keep the palms facing upwards and gaze down the middle finger of your right hand. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. Inhaling up. And exhale, settling into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Holding here, nestle the top of the arm bones back into your shoulder sockets. Connect with breath. Inhale, straightening up, taking the arms up nice and high. Bring the hands down to the heart. Turn your right toes in so the heel turns out just a little. Pick up your left foot and then settle into Warrior Two once again. So remember, we're refining the pose here. So we're straightening the front knee, and then as we exhale, settling into our lunge. Inhaling. Nostril breathing if you can. Exhale, releasing. So that front knee tracks towards the middle two toes. So often this happens in Warrior Two. So if that's happening, bring your back hip just a little forward so this then happens, okay? You may even need to step that back foot out just a little towards the outer edge of your mat, just subtly. So you're still feeling a beautiful opening through hips and pelvis and taking the arms up. Inhale, straightening that front leg as best you can. Exhale, settling down into Warrior Two with the palms facing upwards. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. Inhaling up. Exhale, releasing and hold here. So draw the head of the arm bones, the upper arm bones back into your shoulder sockets, settling into Warrior Two. Inhale up. Turning left toes in, take your hands down towards your hips. So parallel your feet, so one foot isn't forward and one foot isn't back. As you inhale, feel as if you're lifting your hips. And then lead with your heart and come all the way down, folding into your hip crease, and take the hands down the legs. So where do they want to go? It's not a race to get to your ankles or toes. If you need to bend your knees here, please do. as you connect with breath. Taking your hands now to the width of your shoulders, stay up on your finger pads. So this is where blocks may be useful under your hands if you have any, or if you don't have blocks, you could use 2 books to the same height. So take an inhaling breath, take your right hand into the center of your mat, and as you exhale, begin your rotation towards the left. Take the left hand up to the back of the pelvis. Notice how you feel here, and possibly you could take the left arm up towards the sky to vertical and look up with your gaze. Draw that right shoulder down a little, away from your ear. And then as you exhale, release, folding forward, crown of the head releases towards your mat. And then inhale, coming up on your finger pads to the left hand. Begin your rotation after you've felt a long spine happen. Take the back of the right hand to the pelvis and breathe here. Release the left shoulder down from your ear. And taking that right arm up towards the sky if you're able to. If not, you just keep it resting on the back of your pelvis. If this is too strong on your neck to have your gaze up towards the ceiling, just take the gaze sideways. And then as you exhale, releasing all the way back down, allow the head to hang. You might be able to take the hands behind you, turning the palms to face upwards, and drawing yourself a little further forward into your posture. Taking hands to heart and inhaling all the way up. And releasing and rolling shoulders down away from ears. Let's turn the toes to face out now, heels turn in, and settle down into goddess pose. So we're not often asked to take shoulders up to our ears in our yoga class, but here enjoy the sensation of the shoulders coming up towards the ears, and just gently rock from side to side, just feeling into the hips and the pelvis, gently releasing and opening, or maybe it feels quite strong for you. And then pause back to center, and as you exhale, take your right shoulder forward and create a twist towards the left. Inhale back to center. Exhaling opposite side. So it's like you're pressing your thighs back away from you here. Inhaling all the way back to center. Press down to the floor through your feet, coming up, hands to your heart. Hands to your hips. And let's turn the toes in, the heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. Okay, let's turn sideways now, and we're going to pair for dancer's pose, Natarajasana. So anchor down through the sole of the left foot, bend the right knee and take a hold of the inside ankle. Bring the knee back to center. As you inhale, take the left arm up. As you exhale, can you come forward a little, pressing the ankle into the fingers of the right hand and reaching out through the left fingertips. Inhaling all the way back up. And exhale, release, slowly releasing down. Let's do the opposite side. So broaden through the sole of the right foot, bend the left knee, take a hold of the inside ankle, bring the knee back to center. Inhaling up with the right arm. You could stay here or progress forward with the chest and arm as you reach back into the left ankle. Inhaling all the way up. As you exhale, take the hand down and just stand in Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Close the eyes. Feeling into your body. Soles of your feet touching down to your mat, to the floor, to the earth. As you inhale, taking the arms forward and up, and as you exhale, settling back into Utkatasana, chair pose. So lift a little back through your belly. Feel as if your sitting bones are reaching back behind you. find a steady and smooth breath as easily as you can. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart and releasing forward in standing forward fold. So keep your knees gently bent and release the crown of the head towards the mat. And if you need to, you could have your hands on blocks either side of the foot here. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Another round of Utkatasana, chair pose. Maybe take the arms a little higher if you can, so that they are alongside each ear. Coming all the way up, and we'll take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, exhale, taking the arms and the torso to the right, hips moving to the left. Beautiful side body opening. Inhaling all the way back up to center, opposite hand to wrist as you inhale, and exhale, releasing over to the opposite side. Inhaling all the way up, and exhale, releasing down. So we're going to now settle down to an inversion. So if you're on your monthly cycle, if you're a woman and you're having your monthly flow, just don't use a bolster as I'm going to do. Just keep the back of your pelvis to the floor. So hopefully you have a wall handy. If not, I recommend just taking the backs of your legs up onto a couch perhaps. So I'm going to have a blanket for under my head, and I'm going to take my right hip onto my bolster, my right shoulder down to the floor, and I'm going to walk my feet up the wall just like a little crab. I'm going to pick up my hips, take my bolster up a little higher so my pelvis drapes over my bolster, and just refine my blanket so it's directly over my head. Highly recommend an eye pillow for your inversion. So we're actually linking our inversion with our Shavasana, our deep relaxation, which is a must after each yoga flow. So I invite you now to stay here for at least 3 minutes, longer if you're able to. When you do come down, bend your knees, walk your feet down the wall, roll off slowly to one side, come up slowly, sit, and notice how you feel before you progress into your day. I'll leave you here now. Namaste.